Yeah, a quick shout out to Machangamire Madzimambo. Vata makaringa hurika. Vamatakaringa hurika. Vachinda vakaringa pasi. So just a little thing about the people who built what we refer to as the Great Zimbabwe. These are Vamatakaringa hurika. These are Vanachangamire. These are Madzimambo. And the people who actually built Great Zimbabwe are people who are of the heart totem. So these people are called the Moyondijo. They're called the Moyondijo, and these are a Bantu people, and they settled from a place called Mapungubwe, which was the basis of a country called Zimbabwe. But before it was a country, it was an empire. This empire was called the Great Zimbabwe. So in the Great Zimbabwe, the kings had their wives, they had their people, they had their whole community, their entire society. And through there, they actually ruled what we refer to as the Motapa Empire. So Nyatsimbe Mutota was a son of the heart. So he was a son of the Moyo, the Moyondijo, which is the right heart. And he was told to go and expand the territory. So the elders asked him if he could go because he had the expertise and the ability. So he was sent as a Muroji, or a person who later became the Karanga. This is the distinction that he got because as this person he was a conqueror, which means that he was sent to go and conquer. So the elders were asking him asked him to go to look for salt. So as he was going to look for salt, what they were truly asking for was for him to expand the empire in our understanding because of what salt represents. Salt is S-A-L-T. Salt is S-A-L-T. Salt is S-A-L-T. So from this we get a lot of things. So with salt, salt is something that holds everything all together. So when you have food, you put salt so that it holds everything together. Salt is S-A-L-T. Remove the S, you have alt. Salt is an altar. This is what it is. Salt alters the taste of your food. Salt alters everything. So back in the day, everyone was paid in salt. A soldier is a salter. This is what it is. And everything in how a person is paid is sal, S-A-L-T, right? S-A-L-A-R-Y. This comes from salt. Salary buys you salt. This is how we actually salute, because of salt. This is where it comes from. So what he was asked for, what this conqueror was asked to do was to conquer, because he is a person who is called a conqueror. So Nyatsimbe Mutota went forth and then he formed this empire, this Mutapa empire. And Mwene Mutapa, meaning prince who taps. That's actually what it means, to tap. He was supposed to tap. So to tap is to get access to something. So he was Mwene Mutapa, or Mwene. And then in the understanding of the people of the heart, which are the Moyondijo people, the people who built the Great Zimbabwe, they are called the people of the heart. They are called the Mwene Wevanu. So this is Mwenje Wevanu. This is the light of the people. So this is where it actually comes from. And Mwene was their son, which is their Mwenje, their light. A sun is light, right? So their son went forth and then he got salt. Salt is to alter. Salt is the soldier. So he was expanding the empire. And how he did it was actually pretty awesome, because he was a diplomat at heart from the actions that he showed. Because when he was looking for these resources, what he did was go to other kingdoms and then he would negotiate treaties with them. But at the end of the day, what he is a Muroji. He's a conqueror. So he conquered with strength as well. So he went with a regiment. So he was going to conquer, like one way or another. So it wasn't all like bloody, but the conquering just meant that he was an expert of how they actually conquer. So what they actually say about the people of the heart is that in my Bantu language, they actually say veshiromo zvitokotoko nzungu inosvitsa dakataka, veshiromo zvitokotoko nzungu inosvitsa dakataka, which means that they are the people of the proverbs. They have a very small word, but it delivers a lot of speech. It has a lot of weight, and this is a characteristic of these conquerors. So from this, actually, they formed 3 kingdoms, like at the same time. They had the Great Zimbabwe Kingdom, they had the Monomotapa Kingdom, and then they had the Roji Kingdom. So the Roji Kingdom came from the Mutapa Kingdom, but they coexisted at a certain point. So the Roji Kingdom is still from the Moyo people, the people of the heart. So the Roji Kingdom was founded by a general called Changamire Dombo, and and from his name Changamire, this is where in my language we get the actual name for king. Like every king is a person of the heart. Like you need a heart to be a king. It's a lion heart. So Changamire Dombo was that person. He was really, really, really vicious because he fought off the Portuguese invaders. That's how he was. He was so hardcore. So Changamire Dombo was a general of the army, and through this he formed his own dynasty. And this is the Roji dynasty. So all of these are Bantu people, all of these are Ethiopian people, all of these are African people because they were operating in southern Ethiopia. So Africa is a name of Scipio Africanus, which is a person who conquered, who won the war in Carthage, in Rome against Hannibal. And his name Scipio Africanus was given because Hannibal was a great warrior who was defeated by him, and that defeat led to us taking the conqueror's name. And this is how it just rolls. Like the conqueror just wants to put his name on everything. Like now it's called Africa because of that. And Sextus Africanus, who was an author, also contributed to the name of Africa. But the original name is the biblical name of Africa, which is Ethiopia, or Utopia. So Ethiopia is the first utopia in the world, and it is because of great empires like the Great Zimbabwe, the Monomotapa, the Roji, just to mention a few. So yeah, this is just the story of the great people of the heart, and yeah, these are the people I really identify with because these are my forefathers. They are my forefathers. So I speak with them with so much respect, and they have so much power and so much strength that they said to them in themselves, like varozvi vakapera nhenda and vanhu vachazoona zviri mudongo. Like you're gonna discover their fire in nature. You're gonna discover their wonder in nature. And they were referring to their ruins, like what they built is still there, but what they built is everywhere. So yeah, it's a very profound understanding. So these are the people. So these are the people of the ear, because from Mapungubwe, where they came, where Zimbabwe was founded, this is the hills of instruction. These people were instructors, they were teachers, so they were called the people who place people on the throne. This is how they were referred to, and this is the whole element of their kingship, their rulership, and the empire. So this is just a sneak peek into one of the greatest empires ever, the people of the heart. The people of the heart. Like, yeah, this is how a king's supposed to have a heart, and this comes from the people of the heart.